Good morning to all traders and welcome to another Markets and Waves video provided to you by Orbex. Stavros Tousios here, and today we're going to get back to the daily Elliott Wave update with the DXY, which is the index euro dollar, pound dollar, dollar yen, and also gold. Markets are moving exactly as we expected, and that is obvious with this particular move that we're looking to the downside from the index. For correlation, with correlation in mind, let me just correct. We are looking, the DXY and the euro dollar pretty much doing exactly the same pattern. But let's have a quick look on the DXY first. We were expecting this to start breaking down, okay? We've got a 5-wave move down here in wave 1, a clear correction, and then we've got some corrective move as well, because we've got an interaction between these waves, right? Plus, over here to the downside, this doesn't look like an impulse, okay? There is a lot of interaction going on in this area. So that is an ABC, okay? And then ABC again. And then you've got another ABC, which to me makes an amazing triangle, exactly at the 38.2 Fibonacci expansion of wave A. Okay, which makes it a flat. And with wave C in as an ending diagonal, okay, again we've got something like that. We are doing a running flat at the 50 Fib. And from there, we're moving down impulsively, guys. And this is always what, not always, most often what we see when we are in wave 3. So a very impulsive move started here, FOMC yesterday, might be wave 1 or might be wave 3, most likely wave 3, I mean internally, and that might be the 5, okay, might make a correction up here, continuation to the downside. I'm looking at 9164 for minor wave 3, because this is the 1618 Fibonacci extension of waves 1 and 2 over here, okay. From there, we'll be looking at correction and continuation to the downside. In either case, I'm looking for at this to finally start moving towards the previous low at 89.54, and of course take us to fresh lows that we haven't seen probably for years. Now we are very close to breaking. Well, I would. I'm not going to say okay, break 3. We entered 3, which is good, okay. Now we need to move below 4. We kind of did move below 4 because we are looking at the triangle over here. However, it will be much better validation should we break the 92. Okay, once we break 92, guys, then the room to the downside will have will be less resistant, okay. And we'll be looking for the 91.50 after that, which is very close to the 200 Fibonacci extension of the current 1-2 minor move. Now on the RSI, we don't really see much, guys, apart from these signals that we talked about. I mean, in the short term, we don't see something that gives us any sort of bias. But what is important is that we have turned bearish. Our histogram is bearish, our EMA lines are bearish, and they keep moving down. Now the histogram is getting a sort of flat shape over here, but this is not to be considered as any sort of reversal or anything else, okay? Just probably momentum break before a continuation to the downside. Now look at this on euro dollar. And I went really close. I went down to the 15 minutes, guys, to work out these patterns, because they do look a bit corrective here. So it's either leading diagonal in that scenario, or you know, it's a scenario where you're going to have a corrective wave going up along with the motive wave, which means in that scenario, you know, we're looking at a flat again. This flat again, we have a triangle like we did on the index, and we'll have an ending diagonal as well in wave C as we did with the index. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over here, which is can be considered to be a leading diagonal again, because we've got these sort of this spike that enters the territory of wave 2. That's so a leading diagonal, and then you've got the B and the C, and this is again a running flat. And what is really the case now, especially after breaking the base channel, because we've got the base channel from 2 and 1 over here, we are sitting at the 118.51, the 100 Fibonacci. A successful break of this move will take us next to the 119. Okay, so this is around 50 pips on the current level, and of course it's a very good opportunity. Now alternatively, it could be a case that this is all wrong, and we might get that becoming an A, some sort of like B and C over here, and then we'll continue lower down. But I doubt this is the case. I think weakening to the dollar is coming despite deflation concerns, for now at least. Now on pound, we're expecting this channel to be broken, okay, to validate the move to the upside. And this is exactly what happened. We're also expecting a potential move back within, and that's what happened. And then we're moving up now, 1 and 2. I think this is my 3. Multi-structural move. When I get to 140 at least, in my opinion, then 4 and 5 for minute wave 3. And minute wave 3, if we look at the Fibo extension again from 0 up to 1 and then down to 2, which is at, actually those should be here, sorry, then we're probably looking at 142, 1618, guys, okay? So 140, 142, and then even 143 for wave 5, or perhaps even higher. But with wave 1 being like this, it's very rare that we're going to see wave 3 being only 100%. And especially if we look at this particular move, we have like internally another extension in wave 3. We're going to be 1, 2, most likely 3, 4, and 5. And look at this. This is going, the trend is going to be, well, the strength of the trend, let's just say, is going to be not validated. I would say we can observe the slope over here, because we've connected again from beginning 1 and 2. This is our base channel. When my base channel breaks and we get a rejection, or we stay outside at the top, then we're looking at the acceleration stage, guys. And the acceleration stage is when the trend is really shooting up higher. That's why I'm expecting this to be a wave 3, okay? Because it also makes sense structurally speaking, because usually it's impulsive wave 3s that they are breaking outside channels. Okay, so that's for the pound as well. Now, dollar yen, I made a few changes here again, guys, that they were related to the medium term rather than anything else, but in the short term will remain the same. We're looking at this actually to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 all the way down, and that can still be the case, because the truth is that what I am looking here, actually I'm looking at a 4 and a 2. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. I'm looking at this to create a support level and a continuation to the upside. Okay, so in the short term, I'm expecting this to move lower down. And because the level I'm expecting, at least we are expecting in the beginning, is this down here, then it makes more sense to make this an A, B, and a C. Okay, but it could be a case, as I said before, that this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, then we're going to get A, then we're going to get B, and then we're going to get C. That most likely is going to bring us down to the 61.8 Fibonacci retracement of this move to the upside in wave 1, because this one down here probably brings us to around 38.2. You can test that yourself. Now, again, this looks to me like a running flat. Again, running flat, okay? However, due to this corrective structure over here in the interaction between 4 and 1, I think this is going to be a triangle or any other corrective path. I mean, it could be we are in wave X, so it cannot be an ending diagonal. Okay, so it cannot be a triangle, or it can be a W, X, and Y. Okay, in wave X. However, it's unlikely. With that said, because I do see that, I don't think that the flat ended here and we're going to continue lower down. I think that we're going to stay here for a bit, go all the way up to complete wave Y of B, and then continue down in wave C. Another variation, of course, would be, would be a scenario where this is going to be a leading diagonal instead. okay, and then we're going to get 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this is what I'm looking for the dollar again as well. As you can see, the signals are also on the RSI and MACD are a bit mixed, and this makes a good case for a sideways market. And on gold, exactly as expected as well. These signals, I'm not sure they are new. Spotted a very nice triangle over here in wave Y of 2 guys, and to me it looks like after this it looks like actually gold likes triangles, right? So after this wave 1, we've had a move to the downside over here, which is an ABC. Okay, you can see A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another that is a triangle actually, X wave over here, and then you've got A, B, C, D, E, and will go up impulsively. Okay, now with that in mind, and having done the 50 Fibo and without going lower down, we were expecting where we were here like the other day to move a little bit lower down indeed to the 61.8, since the 50 was really sort of penetrated a few times here, but without doing a new low, it means most likely that this is because we have a triangular shape. It could, of course, be a case where that will be the end of a truncated C in a flat, the running flat scenario, or even a truncated 5-wave move. But obviously over here, you can see we're moving correctively, so there's no point looking at 5-wave impulse. Now, let's go the way down and look at our levels. We're looking at 161.8 for wave 3, guys. That's 1926, and then 1958. We might as well just go back to 2K. But we have this channel over here now. This is the base channel, okay? We're looking for a move up there first, yeah? Then likely to get a correction and continuation up. We want to break that channel. If we don't break that channel, the cases of chances of this being a correction are higher, because we need to see some sort of acceleration at some point. Sometimes we don't see accelerations, and markets are moving slowly up in the base channel, but if that moves in the base channel like this, then we're not going to get to the 1618 like in 10 years if that is taken into account, if we take into account the actual slope of the base channel. Whereas in the case where this is moving up now, okay, so most likely going 1, 2, when I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, most likely, and then 4, and then 5. Okay, so most likely we're going to get there soon. What I want to see is the 1833 being revisited first, okay, and obviously, I want to remain, above this descending channel, okay, whatever the cost. So at some point, most likely median, something like that, or might get something like that, get down there and then continue up, okay, because this is a high activity level over here. So guys, this will be all for the day, Thursday today. Another one, of course, for tomorrow, Friday, which is also, if not mistaken, the last Friday of the month. Yes, and I'm going to have quite a few expiries, and it's going definitely to be an interesting session today and tomorrow. We might be looking at the continuation of the reversal today, tomorrow, and into the beginning of the month. So take care, and as always, leave your comments and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching.